Okay, Thursday, as you know, we're going to do a few little warm-ups. We're going to show you some exercises that's going to help you perform the tasks that we've done this week. It also ties it in, just keeps it fresh in your memory. So if you're using this to do a course at home, it should work nice. Right, so we're going to start again by just warming up, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll do a quick warm up. If you are interested in the grippy stuff,
Yeah.
that's a technical term.
There'll
be a link at the end down there to Callum's follow along video.
Cool.
We've had some nice feedback on that, and we've asked to do another one, but you need to tell us what you want to see.
Chris has got to build up his stamina to actually do it.
Yes.
It was a little bit hard, wasn't it? So take it easy. So I'm just going to start off with little finger rolls because I like to get my fingers nice and supple to start with.
I like bacon rolls.
And then from the wing chun I just sort of come palm up, palm over.
Sort of pan sao, hun sao.
It is basically, it's from the wing chun system. It just keeps it nice and warm. So don't forget, drop us a thumbs up, drop us a comment because it always helps.
If you drop a thumbs up, surely that's a thumbs down.
Only when you're in the arena, mate, and ability to sort of finish you off. What was they going to do?
They are
if they're nice.
Well, they will subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
They will ring the bell.
It only took you a week.
And I do believe they would like to share.
Well, sharing helps us, gets it out there. If you'd like to help the channel even more, we've got merchandising, there's a link in the description below.
I'd like to share.
Do you?
I drove a Lada once.
A Lada?
Yeah, I was doing a driving job, drove a Lada. Not my favourite car, but run forever. It was a Fiat 126 engine in it.
Ah. Now when you said Lada, I thought you meant a little place to put food in.
Food? Luxury.
Be careful when you do this. You're really hitting me now.
Well,
I'm going to go off centre because I've had enough of you.
here, I'm going to do it over here. How's that?
Stay well away from me today. Okay, so what's our first exercise, Chris?
We'll do some Qigong exercises.
Nice, I
I'll
like
do
the
them-
Qigong.
Well, I'll do them in the chair because you might be at home.
You might be sitting down.
You might have a home. We used to live in a box in the middle of the road. So first one, we call this Repulsor monkey. Now, various ways of doing it. We do it by lead hand goes out in an arc, back hand goes back. We look at the back hand, this scoops over, we follow the front hand to the rear, and then we swap. There are so many variants on this.
As a little bonus, as you're doing this, your hands are not touching. But after a while, you find your palms start to get really warm. Ooh, it's magic.
Is it?
Ooh.
So you can do this with the cane as well, both hands. So, and you can see, we've done this before, we've got some techniques. If you want, change hands as you're doing it. But it just gets that nice rotation going.
Yeah, it's fun for the whole body. You're getting the torso going,
Bit cool.
shoulders, it's nice.
But this links into Kev's,
Yeah.
which is why we're doing this one.
So on the Monday we showed you the palm coming over and snakes around. So it's just basically this technique, isn't it? Coming through, which leads on beautifully to this.
Yep.
Then we get to Tuesday.
Well, we're going to push some waves. So we've got two for this for Tuesday. So in the chair again. Now if you hold your hands and just relax, you'll find a nice level. Nice level. Make sure your shoulders aren't hunched up. Nice and dropped. So just pulling in so across the top of the water and then pushing out and slightly forward. And we use this a lot.
Again, it's involving the whole body.
Yeah. So you could be watching your favourite programme.
I'm not going to do this with the cane because I can see what's going to happen.
You got no sense of adventure. So as you can see, we're getting these rolls in that we like doing as well.
And if you look at last week's videos, when we did the strikes with the rolls, helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. So these are just gentle ways you can sit there and watch TV. I don't watch TV.
Don't you?
No.
Okay.
I read a book last week.
Janet and John?
Spot.
For the British audience, they'll know that. For the Americans, it's
Kindergarten.
kindergarten. So we're now Wednesday.
Yep. Skip the sea and look at the sky.
Yep.
This will be leaning forward, so imagine you're grabbing a handful of seawater and then pushing it up. So don't forget your breathing. I'm trying not to high five Kevin in the face as I do this.
Be a first.
Yeah. But again, you can see motion, bit of mobility, whole body.
Nice stretch at the top as well.
Lovely stretch. You can do it with a cane, so you're scooping and you can see all sorts of wonderful things coming through.
Yeah.
I might try that with my left hand.
Really?
Yeah. And let me guess, yours is bigger. It's not how big it is.
It's heavier, mate. I've decided I've had enough of bashing canes with Chris today, so I'm going to go side on. And he bashes my cane.
I did. When we did the 10 show part 3, we got some nice... Yes?
Yes.
Well done, you remembered.
Yeah, it's the only thing I actually remember for this week.
Some nice wrist rotations. Some cane rotations will be helpful.
Yeah.
But what you can do, young Kevin...
Aha. If you haven't seen these before, guys, these are tension bands. And they're from Grandmaster Mark Shuey's K-Master system. And they're quite useful.
They're very useful. So I'm just going to place the bands in there, put my foot, so you might have to put yours under the plate.
No, I'm just going to hang my feet.
Oh, well done.
And just hang my feet off the edge.
I haven't thought this through.
I know. It's
So,
okay.
the idea is to give yourself a nice little bit of resistance, and as you can see, they're moving quite nicely.
Well, if you put them together,
You could,
and you put your thumb through like I usually do,
but
it's not that fantastic.
if you spread that one out to the crook end and hold this end, you actually get a nice bit of resistance.
Ooh. Bashing these canes again, mate.
Well, you moved, you failed. Just another way of doing the same exercise, a little bit of extra resistance.
As with all these exercises, you can cheat.
Cheat.
If you're holding the crook end, it's going to be easier. If you reverse it through, it's going to be harder. But then you can, what they call in America, choking up. Not that choking. It's a softball term, I believe.
Or what?
Softball.
Rounders. But we always say, train heavy, so always try and train the hardest way at the head. So when you actually need it, it is easier.
But if you have a disability like myself, if you've got problems with your hands, arthritis, anything like that, please go light.
Kev's now going to do his thumb exercise.
Okay. Now we decided with the wrist rolls, if Chris and I, just basically thumb at the top, just grab him around the hand, and very gently I'm just going to push my thumb to here. And then Chris is going to push back, see? I play nicely, you be macho, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, no. This is what I broke, so go easy.
Yeah, alright.
So all we're doing is, it's like isometrics, and you can do it yourself, just pushing against your own hand.
Cut food.
He's in a rather silly mood today.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you've got the two ways with a partner, and you've got one way of your own. Again, play with these ideas. They're not set in stone, are they?
No.
Because it's a simple answer, I suppose.
Would you like the long answer?
Go on then.
No, not really.
Okay, you've seen the Russian twist we've done from last week's video. We're going to do it a little bit different now. Because the strike's coming up and you want to put them over, it's more you come up straight, turn, turn, down. And leave it as a three-way motion at the top. Now Chris has got his nice little tension bands. Again, you can use it with a cane or you can use it just like this. Again, as you're coming up, you're expanding your rib cage, your diaphragm. It's helping get that space in your lungs. Because as I said before, people with disabilities, especially if they're either bedbound, chairbound, or their cardio is shot like mine.
They're a chicken, they might be egg bound.
Then obviously we breathe shallow, lots of crud gets in the bottom of the lungs, and that's why when you take a deep breath you cough, because you're mixing everything up. Well, it's so feeble.
When we do techniques in Goju, a lot of Chinese systems, you can break it down in two forms of strikes really. You've got the stick, where you're doing a nice blunt force trauma, or you've got what they call the silk, or the whip, which would be my handy dandy T-tile, which would be a whipping motion. So with your cane, you've got your strike. So one of the exercises we practice in our system is we'll go in a shikadachi, we'll do a solid reverse punch to one side, then we'll do a whipping back fist on the other. So you can do the same with the cane. You can do a side bearing strike to get power, a lot of blunt force trauma, whipping strike to get the what we call the silk motion. So you've got two forms of strike you can do with the cane. So when you're doing these things, you'll be thinking, is this going to be a hard strike, wherever it is, or is it going to be a whipping strike? So practice both ways to do it. Get a towel and you'll get the right motion. Now, we always get told off for doing this in changing rooms. I don't know why. It's the same action. But be careful, because it does generate a lot of power, and as you do it, unless you're ready to break, by gripping hold of the crook, you will hit yourself in the back. Not that I've ever done that. So solid strikes, whatever they are, whipping strikes. Practice both.
So that's Thursday guys, you've done the week, congratulations, you've got 3 new techniques, you've got some exercises for it, make them your own. Don't forget, thumbs up, give us a like, drop a comment down below, let us know what you think of the video, what you'd like to see.
As always, please subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell, give us a ding with the dong.
Yeah.
Don't forget to share.
Sharing is caring. Helps the algorithm. Also down below there's a link to merchandising.
On a personal note,
Yeah.
vegetable rights and peace. Kev,
Yeah.
Kev,
Yeah.
Kev,
Yeah.
Kev, free the fear.